LATD Nation, what's good, y'all? We back in here with another quick little movie review for y'all, man. Of course, it's your boy Jay.
RG from the 843.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And today we're going to be looking at the details of one of the greatest new gen anime, I won't say probably of all time.
It's definitely like one of the most esteemed anime of its generation.
And that is Demon Slayer Infinity Castle.
Yes, sir.
Kimetsu no Yaiba. You didn't know I could do that, huh?
Nah, shit,
Yeah.
I sure didn't.
You feel me? Oh my,
that's new to me.
You know what I'm saying? That's about yo. Anyway, so a brief plot summary. So the Demon Slayers, as y'all know, they slay demons. Demons are kind of like these vampiric creatures that got to stay in the nighttime. They eat humans, this, that, and the third. And Muzan Kibutsuji, which is the main villain of Demon Slayer, is back with a vengeance, and he wants to stop all the Demon Slayers once and for all.
Yeah, so essentially, I mean, I feel like a lot of people already know what Demon Slayer is. It's kind of become, as we said, one of the biggest anime series that's debuted really in the 2010s, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like Demon Slayer has a chokehold on anime culture the way that Attack on Titan did back in the day. And, it's a really great thing to see. Because I feel like Demon Slayer has kind of been one of the series that's really helped push anime into the mainstream. Because,
100%.
like, as far as, like, the new internet era, I feel like Attack on Titan kind of paved the way for Demon Slayer to kind of push and, like, carry that torch forward. Because, I mean, nowadays, anime is so common to the point where it's like you don't even think twice about it. Because, I mean, you'll see kids dressing up like Tanjiro or like Sukuna or whatever, JJK.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see you'll see them in like Fortnite and stuff like that, like anime characters in like mainstream games like Fortnite. I feel like, and then on top of that, you could have like workplace discussions, all kinds of people talking about anime. 10 years ago, when we were in high school,
you were a weirdo.
Yeah, for sure. They looked at you as like that kind of kid that just liked to do the Naruto run.
Exactly.
And wear forehead protectors in class.
Exactly. Like, which I kind of wanted to do at one point. I'm not even about to lie.
About to say, glad you didn't.
Bro, I love Naruto. But
oh, no, me too, for sure. Like, you and me came up around that same time where anime was still weird.
Right. And Demon Slayer is easily one of my favorite anime right now.
Oh, for sure.
So, but to get to the review real quick, I honestly enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I love seeing all of our favorite characters come back, like the Hashira. Well, except for if you know, Mugen Train.
For sure. No spoilers here.
Never mind then. But seeing all the Hashira come back, seeing like a full on team up with all of our favorite characters.
Yeah.
Like Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu. I forgot the dude who carries the shotgun's name. Nezuko, I think she's sidelined for this movie.
She is for the most part. She only appears in like one scene.
Yeah. And
in a 2.5 hour movie, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this movie was long. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, we'll get to that soon. But it was good seeing all of these characters come up, and even some other villains from other new villains and other villains from past movies and past story arcs, man. So, what did you think of it though, ultimately?
For me personally, Demon Slayer, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a really good time. One of the most heavily touted things about Demon Slayer as an anime has always been its animation. And of course with this movie being as though it's a film, so it's going to naturally be of a higher budget, higher quality. And when I tell you they put their foot in that animation, like this is probably one of the best animated movies I've seen in recent years. Definitely one of the best animated anime movies I've seen, I would say.
And see, that's not really saying a lot because there's been a lot of them recently.
Oh yeah, but I mean this movie right here, the fluidity,
not to discredit what you're saying. I'm just trying to praise the movie too.
No, I feel you. But yeah, no, the fluidity, the way which characters move, the way that they fight, everything just feels so seamless. Like it just feels like it's high energy, it's intense. It really nails, that sense of like dread in the sense that, they're trapped in this infinity castle. Their back is to the wall. And boy, when I tell you they utilize that setting to its full potential.
Mm-hmm. Because with the Infinity Castle, this is a castle that's constantly like shifting and moving and changing, like at random points in the movie. And so
for whatever reason.
Yeah, and it has a very claustrophobic feeling in a lot of scenes, especially with the Zenitsu fight.
Yeah.
Which honestly is my favorite fight of the whole movie.
Which there are a lot of.
And the thing is, another thing I do like about this anime, but I also hate
the talking. The inner monologue.
Not even really that. I kind of hate how it'll fake you out, and this isn't I don't hate it because it's a bad thing. I hate it for like my own enjoyment because I want the people to win. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, I got
so
you. It's a you problem.
Yeah. I guess.
It's not it's you.
It's a me problem. So it's like it's not really. This is nothing against the movie. This is nothing against the show at all. Like I said, that's just me. Like, cause I want them to win, but I hate how they fake it out. But I also love how they fake it out as well.
That's facts.
With the characters, cause we're not gonna. I don't want to spoil that. See, it's kind of hard to talk about the fights without spoiling anything.
Because it's almost like in games, when it's like you have a multi-phase boss fight where it's like you feel like, oh, that was too easy.
Yeah,
and then they just keep getting back on their feet and they keep shifting and morphing and things like that.
Right. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this isn't a flaw against the movie. This is just me as a viewer, I guess. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, is that the multifaceted battles, different rounds and everything. The moments where you think like, yeah, they about to get this mother. You know what? And then next thing you know, oh, you fell into my trap.
It gets to the point where it's like, kill this nigga already.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I'll just be like, I'll be so frustrated with that, bro.
I was thinking. I'm like, damn, he ain't dead yet.
Exactly, because if y'all watch the Entertainment District, that was that to a T. It was bad on Mugen Train. It was bad in the first couple of arcs, but it's worse either here, but I feel like it's the worst in the Entertainment District because when they fight them twins, and then Tanjiro gets well, they're not twins. I think they're just brother and sister.
Something like that. Yeah.
But they are brother and sister. But because when Tanjiro gets the sister, you thinking, oh, that's it. Next thing you know, her head is stuck to a dang scarf, and I'm like, bro. And then the brother shows up after you think that you get it the second time, and then now that's a whole nother battle and everything, and it's just like. That's ramped up to a T. Well, no, it's not.
It's here.
It's here, but it's not nearly as nerve-wracking.
It's kind of fast paced in a sense because it's a movie, so it's like the battle has to come to an end. It can't be drawn out episode per episode, but it is there for sure.
Yeah, and that's exactly kind of how it feels especially with the length of this movie. It like episodes all rolled into one, for sure. And I'm sure that's what they're gonna do because that's what they did with Mugen Train on Crunchyroll. So, but as far as like positives, like it's Demon Slayer.
Yeah,
there's nothing but positives in this movie. It's nothing. The backstories are cool. The flashbacks are cool, even though they kind of take a long time. The fight scenes are immaculate, bro. Like I said, that Zenitsu fight. If you know, you know.
That thing was crazy.
But then the Tanjiro and the Giyu fight. If you know, you know. The first fight was cool, but that pissed me off.
Yeah.
The Shinobu fight, that pissed me off, bro. Because it's like we barely. Anyway, before I start spoiling things, y'all, but like I said, there's nothing really much you can say that already hasn't been said about this. It's a great. This animation is great. Like I said, the fights are great. The characters are all lovable and likable. They're great. Even the demons too.
They do their due diligence, and that's one of my biggest positives. They do their due diligence and really fleshing out the villains. Like these ain't some, typical. Because one thing about anime is that you get either a really great villain or a villain that just is cartoonish and over the top, and there's no real depth to them. But with these villains right here, they do a really good job. They take you through their history, what led them to become a demon, what made them want to become a demon, whether it was willingly or not. They do a good job of really exploring how the characters got to where we see them today. Exactly.
Like one character, Akaza, who was in Mugen Train, if you know, you know, he's my favorite one of my favorite characters in general in this show.
Yeah.
It's like, it's almost a shame that we don't get to see him as much, but I get that because, they're the bad guys. So, but it's like he's easily one of my favorite characters in this whole entire movie as well. And to see his backstory, how heartbreaking it is too, and it's just like, these, like, you're right. I agree. I'm glad that they give these characters a whole lot more depth than just they're bad for the sake of bad or they just want power.
Did you see what went wrong? essentially.
Exactly.
And you see their humanity, so it reminds you that these were once people too.
Mm-hmm.
These were once people who had dreams and goals and ambitions that maybe they either started out bad and then they continued that, or they had good intentions, but over time they got corrupted.
Right.
And not necessarily even corrupted by just becoming a demon. Maybe they just became corrupted by the way that they were dealt a bad hand in life, like in humanity, which you see a lot of that in this movie, particularly with Akaza, but we ain't gonna spoil that. But positive for me, I definitely want to shout out the voice acting. The dub, the thing is that if you were like an anime fan, back in the day, especially anime dubs kind of had a reputation for being kind of lower quality, kind of being trash. One Piece 4 Kids dub definitely comes to mind, even though that's what put me on to One Piece.
The same.
So I can't even, in one way, I can, thank it for the fact that it put me on to one of my top 5 favorite stories in fictional history. But the fact that they butchered it. Oh, yeah, no, One Piece is up there for me. Luffy's in my top 10 favorite fictional characters, period. Like, ever. But that's just me.
Big bet.
But yeah, no, they've come a long way from the 4 Kids double One Piece. Shit. I remember, you had stuff like they would take out almost anything that was, of course, violent, because it's 4 Kids, of course.
Mm-hmm.
They
like the whole Sanji cigarette with the lollipop.
Yeah, the lollipop. They made Zoro Zolo, which I don't know why they did that. I don't know. The only thing that was good about that was that rap. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
that rap is still nostalgic. I can still rap it, but I ain't going to. But hey, I digress.
No. Let's spit some bars, bro.
Shit, never that.
I bet.
But yeah, no. I feel like the voice acting. This movie is reflective of the fact that anime dubbing has gotten to like a Hollywood-esque level. Like, I was watching this movie, it really felt like these were like Hollywood actors.
And funny enough, they
Channing Tatum is in the movie, which is crazy. I would have never thought 10 years ago watching anime that a localized dub would be in theaters, let alone having a major Hollywood actor play one of the characters.
Right.
I never thought I would see that. And he was good, might I add.
Who did he play again?
He played Keizo. If you listen, you can hear it.
Did I miss Keizo? I might have missed him. Like,
Akaza. Flashback.
His martial arts master. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, shit.
Is that a spoiler? Is that a spoiler? Like,
not really, but I mean.
Oh yeah. He played the martial arts master. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, for sure. And
I couldn't really. Yeah, that was good. Then I didn't really hear it.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then also you gotta shout out Erica. How do you pronounce her name?
Badu. No, I'm playing. She wasn't.
Yeah, Harlacher or something like that. Who played Shinobu? Which I mean, she's been doing it anyways. But this performance in particular was incredible.
Right, because 9 times out of 10, Shinobu's like the kind of quiet, soft spoken. I'm here to heal you all. I kill demons type shit. You know what I'm saying? But to see her here, pissed off.
Oh yeah, no, for real, like on a warpath, like crashing out, rightfully so.
Yeah, because if you know, bro. Like I want to talk about it, but we can't.
But yeah, no. Overall, the voice acting might have been the biggest thing for me, because it was just like watching it as an anime fan. It made me happy to see how far this medium has come, because anime has always been one of my biggest passions. I've always been a diehard fan of anything anime related. I've always supported it. And to see it become as mainstream through stuff like Demon Slayer, to see it breaking these kinds of records. Because this movie has already made like $400 million.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Like worldwide, like an anime movie.
Yeah.
That's like unheard of. Because usually they get these like limited releases where it's like you got to catch that one showtime. They did that with Don, but for this, they got multiple showings and everything. They've opened it to wide theaters. And the results are showing because it's doing really good.
Because one of the theaters...
This is like a landmark for anime film, but...
it definitely is.
My fault. Go ahead.
You good. Because the theater I was in was packed out.
Yeah.
Like all the seats like up in the rafters were gone, and so I had to sit in the front. And the thing is, the seat in the front wasn't that bad neither.
Yeah,
it was a great seats, bro. But yeah, it just really shows how much anime has grown and
has evolved. Yeah,
in the years to come. Because like we said, I remember when I was a kid, I used to love stuff simple as Power Rangers.
For sure.
People used to look at me like I was weird.
Now look at it.
Exactly.
Nerd culture's taking over for real.
Yeah, them same people that used to kind of tease me like that I went to church with. Now they're like, bro, I love anime, bro. Like I love this, that, and the third.
It's
Like,
cool now.
you watch Naruto, dog? I'm like, yeah, I watch Naruto. What you? Turns out, I think I mentioned this in another video, but my uncle is like 70-something years old, and turns out he watched Inuyasha. He's talking about, yeah, man, because sometimes I watch it. Like, I watch Inuyasha. I said, you watch Inuyasha?
It's a classic.
And then he said, yeah, and then this other movie, other show where the guy punches you and then and your body just kind of explodes. It's like
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. I said Fist of the North Star. You watch Fist of the North Star?
That's old school right there.
I'm like, boy, what? Why you ain't told me this before? You ain't never asked, bro. I'm like, what? But he was seeing all the MCU movies and shit too. I'm like, bro, why you ain't just tell me this?
You never know. You truly never know. A lot of people, like I said, have a casual conversation with me about anime at work.
Yeah.
Not even just there, just out and about.
Yeah.
Like nowadays you really and truly don't know. It's become so much bigger of a force in America, and this movie, like I said, I think is gonna be a monumental, like kind of a historic moment for anime's progression in terms of like culturally in the West. But yeah, no. So overall, all them things definitely a positive. Those things kept me invested, even through what some could say. It depends on who you are. Pacing, can be a little bit slow, just off the fact it's a 2.5 hour long movie. But
a little over that, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the same time, I can't really fault it too much, just for the fact that this is the first act in like a trilogy that's gonna end the entire series that's been running for years. So you got to get through all of this story. You got to get through all of these character moments. You got to get through all of these things. So for me, it was rewarding anyways, just because, this is really like the culmination of everything that's been built up through the series for years. And it's really, for fans especially, seeing that payoff, I imagine that runtime wouldn't be too much of an issue for people who stuck with these characters, stuck through this journey.
That ain't me.
Well, hey, maybe I'm speaking for the wrong person. You go ahead.
Like, my thing is, I still enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but it was just a little bit long. That's all. That's the only flaw that I have with it, but that's Demon Slayer. If you know, you know. But I said that a lot this video. But my thing is, it would have worked better just as a regular story arc, just for like time constraints and everything, and the pacing was kind of off. Well, and it wasn't because of the fight scenes or nothing like that. It was because every time there would be a fight, there would be a little bit of action, they would undercut it with a flashback, and it was like, it kind of started to get a little bit tropey for me and a little bit repetitive. Yeah. Because after a while, like I just started kind of playing on my phone a little bit until the action came back on. Like I heard everything they said though. For sure. Like especially with Akaza's backstory, which I thought that was cool, but it's like at the same time I'm like, bro, can we kind of? I was checking my watch every few minutes. I was checking the Eagles and the Chiefs score, fly Eagles fly and everything, and I was just kind of like, all right, let's kind of hurry this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But
just a tad, just a little bit.
Just a tad. But
mostly towards the end for me.
Yeah.
But for the most part, the pacing, for me, it didn't feel that long just because of like how much I was enjoying it.
Right. No, I get that. And that's the only knock on the movie I have, but which really isn't saying too much because I still enjoyed it regardless.
For sure.
But other than that, man, shoot, what would you give it?
Shit, personally, me, I give it an 8.5.
Yeah?
I would give it an 8.5.
Why not a 9 or a 10?
Just because, the pacing for me just a little bit. Just a tad. But overall, everything else that's here, boy, is it effective. Like, I think for me personally, this movie ain't just another anime movie. Like, it feels like a major production. Like, it feels like a Hollywood level, like Hollywood-esque production. It don't feel like another anime movie that would have just been premiered on TV like 10 years ago. Like something like Strong World with One Piece, which not to knock that, that's a classic.
I gotta watch Strong World.
That's a classic One Piece movie right there. But, it feels kind of like more than just because you remember back in the day, you would have like those made-for-TV movies of a
Mm-hmm.
TV show. That's what a lot of anime movies felt like for me back in the day.
Right.
This right here feels like an actual, theatrical movie.
And truth be told, these are one of the few anime movies out there that are premiering theaters that are also canon to the
Exactly. That's another thing.
to the source material. Because I love My Hero Academia, but a lot of their movies have gone kind of downward slope for me. Not because they're bad, but because the quality, they're not as good as the other ones.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they don't really. Well, no, yeah, they do. They connect with the anime. They do. But it's just like small bits and pieces here and there. Like if you've seen in My Hero Academia, they show characters from the movies, but it's like they're not essential to the storyline. They're just kind of like little Easter eggs that say, "Hey, that's this, that, and the third." You know what I'm saying? But this one, like I said, I like this one because I like that it connects to all the way to the source material and everything.
It's a direct sequel.
It's a direct sequel, exactly. And then it doesn't feel like it's just there to just waste your time. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not even lying. A lot of anime, like Dragon Ball back in the day, most of Dragon Ball's movies, except for, it's really only been since Battle of Gods that they've actually been canon to what's going on in the story.
Because Broly wasn't canon, both the first one and the Bio Broly movie.
None of those were canon. The only movie that's been like canon has been Dragon Ball Super Broly, you know?
Yeah.
Which was fire.
Oh yeah, great movie.
Love that movie.
Would you say that movie was better than this one?
No.
Nah, no, not by a while. Not by a mile.
Because Dragon Ball movies are very simple. Dragon Ball movies have always been very, very simple. But I love
fight, kill, boom, 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 new character.
Much, yeah. Dragon Ball has always been a very simple story, but I mean, it's still my favorite of all time because it's what put me on the anime, is what made me a fan of it in general. So
same Naruto for me.
Yeah, but overall, this movie did exactly what it needed to do. I'm excited to see where it goes forward. I think it can only go up from here.
Yeah,
based on what I've heard.
Yeah, no, like whoever put The Long Walk up against this movie, they fucked up bad, I think.
Unfortunately, I don't know if this movie's gonna. Hopefully, Long Walk can still kind of get its shine, but Demon Slayer, whoever did that, they're still in that old world Hollywood mentality. Has to be.
Yeah. Like, ain't nobody gonna see this in an anime movie.
For sure.
This is quality.
Add the touch.
This is a quality piece of film right here, which it is. Long Walk is a fire movie, but yeah, it's like you said, they out of touch.
Yeah.
With reality, like, bro, you know, like if we pick an anime versus this, I'm going to see both, but
for sure.
But yeah, I would personally give it I'll give it an 8.5 too.
Okay.
Like it's the same thing, pacing. That's really about it for me.
That's it.
Anyway, with that being said, man, I've been Jay.
This has been Rodney.
We're LATD. Y'all remember, please like, comment, subscribe, and look at them details. Yes, sir.